What is up, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video of Stock Talk, where we talk stocks and crypto. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the majority of the cryptos right now. We're looking at the crypto bubbles. We see Casper up. They actually managed to get another partnership with Amazon and Google, and they're going to be using their technology and their networking system. And as well as HBAR, we still I haven't really read what happened with HBAR today, but shit, it's up 6%. That's pretty good. Overall market is pretty much red. If we take a look at the fear and greed, it's at a 60. It's pretty high for me, so I kind of would want it to go back down to like about a 40. That sounds a little bit more fair. Um, Bitcoin, we are approaching this zone that we have right here based off these wicks. We got one wick here, we have three wicks here, and then that body close right here was beautiful, and then this body close right here was beautiful. So we know that there's something in this zone. In this zone, there's something. If I had a VPVR, you guys can see the volume index right here on the side. Like, it's this right here, but on the side, and it's even better. So you can see like the real levels and shit. But anyways, one of the things I wanted to talk about a lot was, at first, let me just talk about this Bitcoin price real quick. That the RSI is very high. All right, we have a very high RSI right here. So I'm expecting the turnaround. If we take a look at the past right here, when we've seen the RSI pretty high, we know that the market has started to come back down. So expect a retrace pretty soon. And one thing that's going to validate that theory is because we have eclipses coming soon on May 5th and 6th. We have the lunar eclipse. I don't really know how to say that name, and I'm not trying to butcher it. So we have some eclipses coming, and it says right here, where do I go, bruh? Oh yeah, it's right here. All right, bet. So it says right here, I read this part right here, but it's some bullshit. It's trying to say solar and lunar eclipses are irrelevant to the market, which was pretty stupid because everybody knows that the market. I mean, yeah, the market has a lot to do with astrology. A lot of the elites do a lot of things with the moon and the stars and shit like that. I ain't stupid. But look, it said right here, like, all right, it says let's just read this real quick. I was reading it right now. Uh, it says eclipses have had a bad reputation for centuries, but it is also clear that we get a couple of eclipses every 6 months, usually in the form of solar eclipse, preceded or followed by lunar eclipse. All right, we know that. Solar eclipses always come within a lunar green period because solar eclipses always come with a new moon day. Lunar eclipses always happen on a full moon in a lunar red period. So we know the moon one comes with red, and we know the solar comes with the green. All right. And then it says the result based on over 130 eclipses in over 60 years. So this is a lot of data. Solar eclipses have historically been very good for the stock market. All right, so that's the solar eclipse. So I'm expecting a lunar eclipse to be the opposite, and that's one of the things that I'm trying to bring up to you guys today is a lunar eclipse that's coming up, and the RSI is pretty high. We have seen a lot of green, and then after seeing so much green, you've got to see red. So what are the market makers are going to do? They're going to perfectly time something bad news or perfectly time something to go down. And look, we've already gone up 91% since the bottom of here. So once things double up or get close to a double up, things start to go back down and take a breather, right? The RSI is indicating that. The percentage move is indicating that. And then on top of that, we have a lunar eclipse that's also indicating these things. If we take a look right here, we were over here based off 130 eclipse in 60 years. The solar eclipse has historically been very good for the stock market. Investing in eclipse green periods has yielded an annualized 17% gain, whatever, whoopty whoop. And it says about one eclipse. All right, it says, but that's not the end of the story. I also looked in the red periods that come before and after a solar eclipse. These are typically periods that contain the lunar eclipse. These red periods have a negative expectation, especially the red period that comes before the solar eclipse. That doesn't really matter whether the period gets a lunar eclipse or not. These periods have averaged an annualized loss of 8%. So this is pretty significant number, like an 8.5%. Like, those moves are pretty good, and if you know how to trade the market and you guys do some like perpetual motions or like leverage trading or whatever the case may be, man, some futures or whatever that shit's called, all those different type of methods, man, if you're able to make a move off at 8.5%, you can actually, man, you can 10x leverage that or 100x leverage that, whatever the case may be. You know, everyone trades differently, but that's a pretty good move. And especially like right now that I'm calling it out a week ahead of when it's going to happen, like let's pay attention to this. I'm probably not gonna make a video for, I don't know, who knows. You know, I've been busy, work, boxing, you know, and then shit. Feel me? It's just some hard shit. Alright, but bet. We're getting into the zone. This wick right here indicated to me that we want to go break out, but there's not enough volume fully supporting this move. So this is it's like a weak move going up there, so it's more than likely to get rejected, which is why I'm really taking a look at this RSI. And yeah, I'm just waiting for that turnaround, man. I'm just waiting for that turnaround. So far, if we take a look at a smaller time frame, it doesn't look as bad, but like, cause like right here we actually closed candles above, which is what I wanted, but we got rejected, you know. So I wanted us to close candles above this blue line. We've actually managed to close candles above. We fell back under. We found support on this 50 EMA, and then we climbing back up. And we are technically in the zone, but we're not in there. You feel me? We're not in there yet. I'm trying to get up in there. Like all this right here should have been in here. You feel me? So since it's not, I know it's a little weak, and I feel like we may reject all the way up to this zone right here, at least to 25K, because look at this circle right here. Just one more time, 25K. If we lose this support, I'm gonna make it white again because you know it's still iffy. If we lose this support, then it's over. We're going way down here. All right. But we know we've seen a head and shoulders here, and we know our ultimate price target was like, I think it was like 30 something. Yeah, it was like 32, 33K, something like that. All right, and then unfortunately, we didn't hit that yet. We got pretty close. We got 31K. We were about $2,000 off. Shout out to my big bro. We got into a play, and we've actually made some money off that one. And then now, I'm really convinced to do a short position, which is like I'm saying the market's gonna go down. I'm trying to throw in a lot of money in there though, so I can try to fucking flip some shit. But yeah. Expect that. We got some lunar eclipses coming up. That's basically all I wanted to touch up on was this lunar eclipse. Just put it out there for people out there that, you know, fuck it, just watch my video just cause, or just be bored as hell. Alright, so this is the crypto bubbles once again. We got Casper up, we got H bar. Look at that, Casper is moving. This was just at like 5 and this was at 6, now it's at 7. Yeah, man, make sure you get your Casper. Casper at 6. Woo! Let's get it. That's good. I'm happy to see that. I got a good amount on that. Alright, we got, you already know, I'm up 1%, my boy. We got H bar. Alright then, y'all. Kind of just dragging the video. Have a good one. Peace.